In the far future, if you want to move from your home off-world back to the cradle of humanity, then you best hope you can afford the low starting price of $600 million. Loading the docks at Ceres ain't gonna cut it, Belter Loader, but put the work in and the belt provides. Good day to you, my friends, I'm Kenator and welcome to my early access review of Astronomics, a game about mining asteroids with a side of automation and exploration. Big thanks for the devs for sending over this review key as well. You have joined the Asteroid Belt Mining Corps, been given a ship and a lander, and the mining rights to a thin strip of the belt. As asteroids come and go, you'll have a limited window to land, strip what resources you can, as once it leaves your mining corridor, everything still on the asteroid will be off limits. As to not risk your life, you'll also be controlling a robot for all your off-ship activities. And while you only start with a simple gravity gun for breaking out and moving the resources around, you will eventually get access to more equipment as you play, like a mining laser for example. You can drag the raw resources back to your ship or let your lone delivery bot do this for you, which is where the automation gameplay kicks in. But soon enough, one bot turns into 2 bots, which turns into 5 bots, ever more increasing your efficiency, and it doesn't stop there either. But first, you're going to need to earn some money, some cube credits, and get some ship and blueprint upgrades. It all starts with bringing your haul back to the station, one of several in the belt. These will have missions to fulfill, and will buy any and all resources that you have. And if you look at the Earth value of some of these, well, you'll have your residence permit in no time. Sadly, you're not on Earth, and your cut is but a fraction of a percent for now, but at least it's a start. Not only that, you also get Q credits for spending at the station to buy upgrades, extra worker bots, and refuel your ship. With your money earned or spent, you head back out and mine yet another asteroid. It's a simple gameplay loop, but you'll find it's a rather addictive one, both in trying to earn those juicy upgrades and in trying to beat that countdown clock. Progression is pretty simple. You eventually get the ability to do more than just 2 warp jumps, and this will bring you further down the narrow corridor that is your claim space. Along the way, you'll find new stations with more missions and more advanced technology, and as you progress through, so do the difficulties you face. From pirate raids during mining to massive asteroids with cliffs at every turn that need navigating, which is where your fancy new tech comes in. With mining turrets that can be built or robots that can be moved around, you will need to blast your way through these simple rocks to get to the good stuff. You have cranes to ferry your bots between levels when there are no ramps to use. You can use a jetpack for faster climbing of tall cliffs, and even resource crushers to make transport of minerals more efficient. But just mining resources won't be enough either. Some missions will need processed resources or even crafted items from you, and these can be done through upgrades on your ship. Your mission progression will also unlock a higher profit share from your hauls too, bringing you ever closer to that end goal of buying a home on Earth. But that goal will be mostly unattainable given the unfinished nature of the early access release. You'll have access to 3 of the 8 stations the game has, which is just a smidge under half, although if you were mad enough, I'm pretty sure you could grind out and get there eventually. I played for about 35 hours and only amassed 1% of the 600 million needed. Each station marks a new sector of space in which 4 new different asteroid types spawn. And in the beginning, you have both a small scanner range as well as no information on any of the asteroids. But this is logged as you explore each one and find the various resources. So the more you play, the more knowledge you gather, and the easier it is to go and find specific resources, or even the right type of resource that has the largest amount of a specific resource. This discovery system adds a good bit of exploration gameplay to complement the mining and automation. And if you're not careful, you can easily find yourself saying just one more run, be it to find something new or get money or resources for an upgrade mission. Astronomics' biggest strength is it's simple enough to learn, yet still provides a challenge in multiple ways, and just keeps you coming back for more. And this is helped by having automation gameplay without falling into the trap of being a factory game, and with it the complications of recipes and ratios to remember. Another big strength is there is not just one way to play, it's quite open in how you can approach it. And I had a lot of fun just playing with the physics aspect of the game. Low gravity and a gravity gun can give the Olympic discus or shot put a run for its money. Or better yet, instead of killing pirates, you can just chuck them into the void. Its main weakness, however, is its repetitive nature of the core gameplay loop, and for some, its approachable nature may not satisfy the more hardcore player types. At least for now. This could change for the later as of yet unreleased sections of the game. For me, the game ran well at a solid 60 FPS and only had a minor visual glitch or two, which was solved within hours or a day of me submitting them. And the only crash I had was in closing the game, which doesn't affect gameplay but is annoying. The devs also have an early roadmap they have shared with me. Firstly, after the initial bug fix period, there will be a big push to get the game running well on the Steam Deck, and adding controller support as well as new equipment to unlock and use in the game, and this is targeted for next month, so not long to wait either. We have 5 more stations to come, along with each having its own asteroid types and missions and a big variety of new resources to discover, and the first of these is coming in the game's second main update. The simple pirate attacks we've seen in this early section of the game will also evolve into something a little more challenging as we venture deeper into the belt as well. Now, as for what I'd like to see, maybe a bit more animation. The game has a fun lifting off of the roofs as you enter the ships or stations, and the lights on your ship turn on and off as you enter or leave a room. These are great little details, but I'd like to see a little bit more, like the crafting machines being animated when they're running, to give a bit of visual feedback on whether they're finished or not. And while the game hints at it with certain asteroids, I'd like to see more hidden areas and a bigger variety of challenges to face on the asteroids. But for what we have at the price this game is launching, this is 100% a recommendation from me. It ticks a lot of good boxes, and I really did struggle to put it down and get on with writing this review, which is more than I can say for the last few games I've reviewed. So give it a go and have some fun, and tell me what you think in the comments below. Now please do give this a like and subscribe for more sci-fi gaming content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Kenator, out.